Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hidzwan Haikal bin Muhammad Hidwan. I'm from class 6BMA3, and now I will talk about the revolution of air taxi as the new air transportation. So, when will on-demand plane travel become a reality? Because this is an exciting option for urban transportation, but sadly, it will be a long road ahead because of the authorities we have nowadays. Air taxis or flying taxi, on the other hand, became more than science fantasy a long time ago. But before we go further on that, we need to know what is an air taxi. It is a small urban or local aircraft that transport passengers to location within the taxi service region. The service offered by an air taxi is to transport a reduced number of passengers or even a single passenger. So it is different from the normal commercial aircraft. So you may think air taxi as the future idea, but it has been introduced to us earlier. This type of service was initially introduced in the 1960s. They were a sort of luxury private transportation that only a few could afford. Basically, it was a jet or helicopter for VIP. So, the cost of the air taxi we can use nowadays are between 1,900 euros and 2,400 euros per hour. This is based on the Aero Affairs airline. The prices increase considerably if the flight departs or arrives at a remote aerodrome located far from a public airbase. The reason for this is that this type of companies tend to operate between major airports. Therefore, the question today is whether the current format could open the door to transportation for the masses at an affordable price. Actually, it can, by reducing some costs of maintaining the aircraft, like making the aircraft go all electric or other than that. As for today, numerous companies are exploring how to conquer the city's airspace. They invite people to imagine a journey through skyscrapers like in the movie of Blade Runner. Its emerging technology should be analyzed with equal doses of hope and skepticism. When analyzing the semantics of the term air taxis, we come across with the most promising term "eVTOL", which is all-electric vertical takeoff and landing. This aircraft combine numerous well-known technological innovations like to use the technical principle of a drone, make it 100% electric, and also there is a strong ambition to develop self-driving models and to make it the, have the potential to reduce time. Basically, the idea is to convert air taxi into a less polluting, profitable, affordable business that reduces transportation times. So, the advantages in revolution of air taxi as the new air transportation are, of course, the technological maturity. But in this maturity of technology, of course, it need an investment, like invest in the chemistry of battery to increase the autonomy and development. Next, it can be more sustainable and less polluting. Based on the article, there are sources that forecast a green revolution thanks to air taxis. It also cites the scientific work of the University in Michigan, which recently calculated that a fully loaded eVTOL with three passengers would have 52% lower emission than a gas-powered car and 6% lower than an electric car. And for the challenges in revolutionizing air taxi is legal aspect of urban airspace. For example, drone technology is also being used to address this technological issue. Like Yihang, a Chinese business, has been working on electric prototypes capable of providing similar short distance air transportation services for several years. In some parts of the world, such as Norway and Spain, the latest models of Yihang 16 or the VT30, have been legally accepted, covering legal loopholes or restriction affecting the airspace is another serious issue that the sector is experiencing. Next is small urban airports. This revolution make one to think of the size of the infrastructures. Is the extension of a network of micro airport feasible? The Californian company Joby Aviation, which have completed more than 1,000 eVTOL test flights to date. Its priorities include transporting passengers from their homes to the workplace without going through an airport. After the 1,000 tests, the company has gained support from authorities and has closed deals with real estate companies and vehicle parking manager with an eye on building rooftops. So, the taxis of the future will fly? Maybe yes, maybe no. But there is no simple answer to this question. However, some investors like Frost and Sullivan believe that this year will be the start of air taxi transportation in the Middle East, New Zealand, or Singapore. Its study shows an annual growth rate of 45.9% to reach 430,000 units. It operation globally by 2040. And I think that's all from me. Thank you.